A breaking news update now on charges against President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden.
He agreed to a guilty plea on federal tax charges and will avoid jail time on a separate gun charge. That deal, announced Tuesday, settles a years-long investigation into the younger Biden. The Justice Department will recommend probation on those tax charges.
I think the judge is going to do what's fair, and I think what's fair is, my client gets on with his life.
A judge still must approve that deal.
CBS News was first to break this news on air, and leading our coverage today, our senior investigative correspondent, Herridge.
She joins us live now from our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Catherine, what does this all mean for Hunter Biden and for the president?
Well, based on the terms of this plea agreement, 3 charges were filed earlier today in a Delaware court. They're the 2 charges for failing to pay federal income tax on income in excess of $1.5 million in the tax years of 2017 and 2018. Those are misdemeanors. And then the possession of a gun by someone who's a drug user. I think we're all familiar with Hunter Biden's struggles in that area. That will be handled separately under what's called a diversion program. And what that means in simple terms is if he abides by the terms of the plea agreement, then essentially the slate is wiped clean in terms of that charge.
Catherine, Republicans are critical of this, aren't they?
They are. We just had an interview with the Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, and he told CBS News that he plans to call up the U.S. Attorney in Delaware, David Weiss. He's a Trump appointee, but he's a holdover under the current administration, to answer questions about what he explored in his investigation and whether there are elements of the probe that continue to be ongoing. Congressman Comer and his committee recently released an interim report that alleged that nearly a dozen members of the Biden family had received over $10 million, either directly or through a number of business entities from foreign corporations or foreign nationals.
Catherine, can you share more with us about the president's reaction to this news?
There's a very brief statement from the White House, and they said that they love their son and they support him and his efforts to rebuild his life. But I think you have to see that in the context of President Biden's recent comments about his son, where he said he didn't think he had done anything wrong, and Hunter Biden's public comments about a year ago when he released a book saying that he thought the process could proceed, but he felt very strongly that he would be absolved of any guilt in the end. But here we are with this plea agreement on the failure to file the income tax, and then the gun charge. But it really all comes down to this memo of the plea agreement and what's within the 4 corners of that document. That has not been made public yet, and then it has to be signed off on by a judge. So there's still some unknowns, but we can say in principle this plea agreement is in place and may bring to an end this 5-year investigation into the president's son.
Catherine Herridge, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
Of course.
Yes, coming up in an hour. Thanks, Catherine.